Now, let's slowly go into the meaning of negotiable instrument. So, what is it? Negotiable instrument. Okay. So, first of all, negotiable instrument is an instrument. So, what is it? It's an instrument. What is the meaning of instrument? The meaning of instrument means it's a document. Now, what is the characteristic feature of this instrument? This instrument is freely transferable. What is it? It's freely transferable. No restriction to transfer. Why do you transfer it? Maybe due to the customs of trade from one person to another. Okay. And how do you transfer it? By two methods. Okay. Only you transfer it mere delivery, or you endorse it and deliver. So what are the two methods? One is mere delivery, the other is endorsement and delivery. The act is not defining negotiable instrument. However, we try to take the meaning as well. Now, there are three kinds of negotiable instruments specifically provided in this act. What are they? Okay, so the first is a promissory note. Okay, the first is promissory note, also called pro note. Okay, the second is bill of exchange. The third is check. Does that mean only these three are the negotiable instruments? No, there are many other negotiable instruments. However, these three are only specifically covered in this act. Now, there is one section, section 13. It provides for three kinds of instruments: bill of exchange, promissory note, and check, payable either to order or bearer. So there are two modes. One is called payable by bearer or payable by order. We'll learn more about it later on. Okay, so there are two modes. You pay it either to the order or to the bearer. Now, what are the other characteristic features of this negotiable instrument? Okay, point number one. It should be in writing. Clearly, these negotiable instruments should be in writing. So, oral negotiable instruments are not allowed, only written instruments are allowed. It must be signed by the maker. Okay, without signature, this instrument does not have any validity. Then, point number three, freely transferable. So, there is no restriction to transfer it. So, freely transferable from one person to another. Then, how many times can be transferred? Any number of times. You can transfer it any number of times until it is getting satisfied. What is the meaning of satisfaction? Let us plainly tell that it is paid. Until it is paid, you can transfer it for any number of times. Now, the negotiable instrument must either contain a promise or an order. So, either the negotiable instrument might have a promise or it might have an order. Okay, so when it is a promise, you call that as a promissory note. When that negotiable instrument is in the form of a promise, we call it as a promissory note. If it's an order, it might be bill of exchange or a check. Okay, now how does this promise or order should be? It should be unconditional in nature. What does it mean? Can you attach any conditions? No, you can't attach any conditions to this instruments. So whether it is a promise or an order, it must be unconditional in nature. Next one. The promise or order must consist of money only. So when you are dealing with negotiable instrument, you can deal only with money, not in kind. Okay, so money not in kind. So only it consists of money only. Can there be something which is in addition or substitution of money? No, that is not allowed. Money and money only. And the sum payable should be certain in nature. What is the sum you pay under this promissory note or bill of exchange or check should be clear, and it should not be vague in nature. So these are all the characteristic features of negotiable instrument.